Hi Sagittarius, how are you? It's Kimberly from As a Card's Turn. We're going to be looking at the end of August for you. It's a bonus I'm doing for all signs. So we're going to look at some major arcanas of you and someone else, final outcome, what they think, and you as well, alright? So let's look into it. We're going to go into September to the beginning. Let's see what comes out for you, Spirit Guides. This is for our lovely Sagittarius for the end of August coming into September, please. Can we have what they need to know with them and someone else for their greatest good? Thank you. This is for our lovely Sagittarius. He's bringing me to the same section, so I really want to get one more just to see if it keeps coming up. Alright, they said stop there, so that's good. Alright, this is for you. So there's been a transition, of a Scorpio maybe or something that you transformed from. I like that. Maybe leaving the past. Maybe there was a duality with you and another fire sign as well. I see that they're bringing to my attention. There's also something coming in January, something that you wanted to grab either last year or this year. There's going to be a real switch for you. I see that. I don't know why I'm feeling January. They're pushing me 2 months forward. That's channel. So here's this reflection. I knew it was a fire sign that you were reflecting. Maybe they're thinking of you, or you're thinking of both of you, or thinking of a Scorpio as well. Yeah, I knew that Capricorn was coming in there as well. So maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius. There's a strong root bond here that has grown here between this relationship. Let's see what's through the door. Well, there's an emperor, maybe younger years or, stubborn energy between three factors here. Let's see what's over that door. Yeah, there was a Cancerian energy to do with this Capricorn, to do with Aquarius that may have been toxic. So let's get another idea. They said stop there at 4. So you really have a 15 here. It was hard to handle. You have an 8, okay? I see the 8 because the mastery movement with the Emperor, they keep bringing me to 8. So is there a Leo or something in the past as well? 13 being 4. All right, so you have a 13, a 6, 10, 10 wins. But you also have a 12. So is there something that you're surrendering to or transforming that may have been toxic? So 12 keeps coming up and 4. 12 and 4. Okay. Here we go. This is a release of something. I knew that. Reflections, really going down into the depths to see what the shallow sides are, to see why the reasons they grew that way, okay? Maybe there's a reflection of a mirror image that you don't want to look at. You're trying to go around it. Maybe it was in younger movement. Maybe you're trying to go around something to not look at something toxic, to have to think about it. And I think the person that you're dealing with knows this. Yeah, there's a power, there's devil here. So maybe it was something in 3 or more people in a movement that really benefited from that release and reflection. There's something that you notice, maybe you're away from somebody, maybe you're reflecting like you don't have to deal with it anymore, so you keep doing something else so you don't have to think of that movement. Yeah, there's love involved. I don't read these upside down. And I want to say this is between all of you. The Emperor, the Hangman, the Devil, the Chariot, the Unknown. There's a love between you. That's what's going on. Yes, there is one of these people keep that faith and love, right? You kind of resist from that, right? You don't want to deal with that movement. You've transformed from a love relationship. It's hard. It's almost stubborn energy. So here's your door. They're asking you, Sagittarius, to move. The divine timing is here to balance the ego, to balance the stubbornness. So, the two egos here with the dragonfly, the masculine coming down to that feminine, creating a new energy around. Do you know what I'm saying? It also, your legs are crossed. Maybe you feel not rooted, or there's a, you want to uncross the legs. You want to plant them on the ground. There's something you want to do. There's something that you want to adhere to. Yeah, see, I knew there was a venture. Maybe you feel someone, maybe there was plans that they came through. You keep thinking about those plans, or plans happened that became toxic. There was a movement that you didn't like. It was an adventure, but you really are questioning love through this adventure. Yeah, you're also questioning, an innocence. Maybe you lost your innocence due to some transformations that you had to do in love relationships. Maybe there's been a little difficulty there. But you're noticing that in August, you're guarded with something. You're thinking about something. Your angels are speaking to you. Archangel Michael, Raphael is there. So, I thought I hung up. Excuse me, Sag. Okay. So let's get back to your reading. I just want to make sure that that's not playing your reading. So anyway, somebody, or Raphael, I feel. So it's very hard to go through. You watch that go through. You watch a young innocent. The angels were protecting them. You know that. You're a very spiritual person, whoever you are, Sag. I feel that right there. You even took an ascension. There was a mastery movement and a transformation. You almost have the ability, you could be a reader. You could have the ability to communicate with ancestors that have passed on as well. You keep the faith that there's, very spiritual people right here. Oh, yeah. That handled a lot through that in the past. A lot of burdens have been put down because of the spiritual awakening. Yeah, a lot of worries, a lot of the way you looked at toxic things. So there's been a real spiritual teaching between two people right here. They're also very protective of children. They kept that faith. Yes, they used their intention was to put a lot of burdens down, clear the nostalgia from the past, right? You too. Maybe they wanted to help so much they were overbearing. Yeah, that's what you thought. They wanted to purify you so much, it was overbearing, and you held it in. But they thought they were doing good. They thought they were helping in a transition to help balance you. Some people help too much. They don't let you find the balance. You find that enchantment. Within yourself, whatever you had to go through. And that's where this transformation, maybe you taught them. They looked at it like, can I balance you? No, let me do it yourself. Worry about yourself. That's what you have to bring together. Use your intuition. Let me do mine. Let me do me. It's my choice to balance. So you know what I mean? Don't make choices for me. Let me make my change. So, maybe there was a shallow purity that came through that, and then a change in that, and there was some healing that all meant in August. Let's get a smaller aspect. I really, really like your cards a lot. It shows such caring, but it also can teach us that, sometimes we got to let somebody else make their choice. So I appreciate your lesson through this reading, Sag. I thought it was wonderful. Here, the healing. It's maybe you both had to do it separately. Yeah, and then one person, doesn't want to open their heart because of it, but you want them to. You want them to understand, but they don't feel they're listening. You feel there's a block. Yeah, you don't feel they understand. I don't think there's sneakiness. There was an expansion that you're going to reflect because you both got it here. Look, hangman and hangman. So you're both in reflection. You wanted, there's prosperity in some of your choices, and then there was some things that blocked in both of them. You're both thinking about this because there's an intuitional pull. So you're very connected spiritually. But, there's a lot of impatience, there's a lot of inner knowledge, with this. And there's been a lot of non-movement because of it. So, in the younger years, I want to say. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, you just didn't know what to do with each other with a master movement. In the younger years, there was, stupid running to in an expansion to maybe relieve some knowledge that had to be healed. So you both realized that. Maybe it was loving too hard. Yeah. So you just let each other work on each other. You just let each other take some time back in this hermiting, especially in August. At the end of August, if you're worried about funds and you thought you weren't going to make something, you were reflecting a movement that you passed, maybe made a choice and spent money with, now you had to master something else, it's going to come to you in luck. Don't worry. Have faith. I just want to let you know some money that you're waiting on is going to come through. It's going to be okay. You know, there's almost somebody holding their money. Maybe they're going through some reflective. They're trying to use their intuition, you know, in the heart matter as well. So they're going to master movement, you know, both of you. I want to say that. You're in reflection. They're a little worried about you, and you feel like you would co-create anything. You would do anything for them. You also are going to do anything for your freedom. You're trying to move around a lot of toxic, so you're going through it, Sag. But your freedom of not other people, because there is, even though the 9 represents something complete, that prosperity card can mean, the 9 of coins can mean operating by yourself. But you know there wouldn't be a benefit to that. There's something that you think about. Yeah, there was no love in that. So you decided the person felt something was complete, that was clear. They knew how you were manifesting. They thought about it for a minute. They were blocking their heart over your manifestation, over your choice. And you taught them to be patient and love in a foundation and grow together, not try to be the only one in the foundation. And that's where the healing came in with the star Aquarius. You know, to work together. Sorry. To work together. So I really, really like the energy. Maybe I should move these up a little more and down. I didn't see the cards. I thought it were in there. Hopefully I held them up. Well, it wound up to be, you know, the other person has a wheel. There's been a mastering movement in the other person. So you're not as worried about them. They think about you often. This could be a past relationship tense. There's something you want to move forward to in the foundation that you're in, but you have to deal with a lot of finances. But you feel that something ain't going to happen. You think you don't have an idea here. Let me show you something. Because here's the love is to co-create something, right? You want to master a movement in money. But you know, you are holding back for a minute your funds, and you really are manifesting that you don't have enough. So they really want you to be careful. That was a hidden message there for someone. The Sagittarius, don't manifest that you don't have it. Oh goodness, how am I going to get through this part? What about August bills or something is that you were thinking of? Have faith, because in the end of August, look what came out. Also in this relationship, this could represent family. There were a lot of towers. You're taking care of your castle. You got the 9 of coins and the 10 of coins. So you were going after that 10th coin, and you found it at the end, you know, because you had faith. You really had a master movement. You realized somebody can't balance you. You had to do it themselves, and somebody realized they can't balance you. That it has to be an equal give and take in a foundation. So don't rock the boat. That's what I'm hearing. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. That's what I'm hearing. So maybe, you know, don't stir that pot. Don't stir that pot. Because I think you've dealt with a lot of transformation, Sagittarius. You found that balance right here. Because look, there was a reflection that you did that was very strong. The universe asked you to move. There was something that you needed to put down, stop worrying, to find your innocence in. Somebody else knew this. They tried so hard to help you, but it was like, wow, so overbearing. Your love is overbearing. And a lot of people can do that. They can love so hard that they'll push the other person away. So I think this person knew that they had to let you make a decision. You're going to notice a change about this situation. Take what resonates, but at the end of August. I just got 1411. So something you really wanted to work out with the 11 and someone else, I think is really prominent. It's hard, but you know what? You find that patience. You understand. There's such an understanding about your transformation. Let's see. One more, please. Yeah, there's going to be a release of some knowledge that you're holding. And I like that. You know, the high priestess energy. Sometimes they hold. Well, I see something that somebody's going to reveal. You may have to reveal something that they need to know to let you Learn your lesson. A lot of lessons here in two people, man. What a beautiful reading. Don't judge each other in the healing. You know, use your intuitions. Just love each other. And I think there's going to be a movement. You know, this is the tower right here of that lesson that you got to let everybody do their own speed and healing. And don't give too many key point factors. If you hold, then it's like, what are they holding? What do they know? You know, you want this upright, the all-knowing. Because you're holding so much, you know, a lot of attaining knowledge, you know, you have to work out what is false beliefs, what is not. You understand where this person's coming from, but sometimes when you hold that, it causes an energy and it's misjudged communication and it causes a need to heal. And really use the intuition and not to move that way because it crosses the tower. So have patience with yourselves and each other in lessons. And look what just came up, the sun and the world. So something is really going good for you the way, because these were your cards. So I wanted to see the ending energy of how that might play out. Now, I wanted to show you something. Now, some of these cards are signed, some aren't. Now, I didn't even realize that, but they are. But that could mean ego, dropping the ego. See, even my signature started to drop off. Some are perfect, some are dropping off, some are not. It's showing that the ego is being dropped. So these are two things in knowledge about, you know, maybe something you thought you had to do or you thought you were helping. You know, you're going to learn something here in the end of August, okay? Egos are definitely being put down. Let's see one more. Yeah. In movement. Now see how that one was so attentive, that movement. You remembered every little thing. You cared about every little thing. But you don't. It's the opposite energy because the fool moves forward. They don't know what that growth is. It is getting your ducks in a row. There is blockages there. It was an uphill climb. But you learned so much, and some things were far reaching, and some things you really shouldn't have reached at all. You should have let it go. You know, there was a surprising that you grew so far in the past energy as well, being that it was so strong because you learned from your knowledge to move forward. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's how my card read. So I hope you liked it. 1718, definitely 88 portal is something you're bringing through in August. That's really bringing a big change. Take care.